Hello and welcome back. I'm Redcollarwolf here to show you a devlog on a different game that's not on NJ. What it's called is What's Outside, is what this middle mini game will be called. It's only a small game. I was hoping to do it soon this. And it's not far off from actually being test played a bit. I think the biggest thing right now I have to do is change the enemy's targeting system. It currently doesn't target at the player. Though still provides some of the challenge because it targets at the mouse instead. But you probably wouldn't even notice that unless you're paying attention. See, this is a little overwhelming. You got your energy bar here, which can be used by block. Shift for your sprint, which I will put the controls up for whenever the hell you want to first play it to. Which is some big things I gotta do is settings and controls. A control view and everything. I do want to add basic settings in like, oh, this would be good. Like sound and everything. Oh, I think that's a little fast. Which I reckon will be pretty good to add in. I've been playing around this morning, which is the reason why this is going a little faster than what it should be. I don't think I've got a car looking at this way, that means. Oh well. Oh, look at this. Also left the opportunity to do that too, just because. That seems like the cooldown on. So now you see there's a cooldown. Oh no, there it is. I think the two cooldown times are overriding each other, so they get their own little thing, which I thought that might have been the circumstances that I came by. Which means all we had to do here was just give it two different timers. Add a second timer. It could be. I don't want to do much more than what's here. I do have a total of, I believe, 5 enemies. Yeah, it was 5 enemies. I probably could have done this sooner, but I just did. I did not do much more. Like what I planned to do in the first place. But no, I wanted to make it interesting. And then you got your basic 4 power-ups. I was going to do 3 first, which was just 2 defensive and 1 offensive. But I thought I might as well do 2 defensive and 2 offensive. Which is what we got. But you can clearly see there's no health one in here. Because you got a health and you got a shield. The block stays with you all the way. I feel like that'd be a nice way of playing up differently. And then you got a sprint, which you did see me buzz around. And then at the bottom you got your energy bar, which I thought would be an interesting way to play. I'm going to give you different outcomes to play the game. But yet, be able to try them out. Okay, now we need timer 2. On here. And then whenever timer 2 expires, we probably could do that better with less WAF. But it comes to the point where you have to add more upgrades in, then yeah, probably we'll do less WAF. But right now, I just want to keep it simple. I'm not going to do any more than like 4 upgrades in 4 space trunks and 4 asteroids and 5 enemies. That's all we're going to get. So I've added all them in. And I could later actually add in something like a EMT, what is it called? Yeah, EMT or whatever, electromagnetic field type explosive, because I got 1 explosive in, which you probably did see floating around, which would be effective. Yeah, hopefully this game will someday or sometime in the future, not too far away, will be available on Titsio. I'll make a little video on that when that is a possibility, but I wanted to make one now so then you get to know it exists and what it's about. I don't think you can hear the sound, which is probably a good thing because the shield is repeating itself. You see this bar down here is the energy bar, and then whenever you get low enough, I did want it to punish you a little bit. Oh, I forgot to change the speed on this boy. He is. I don't think I had to actually change the timer. I think this is going for 2 seconds, isn't it? If memory serves me correctly. No, that's weird. That's gonna be an annoying problem to solve in later situations. Seems like they couldn't just do that. No. Speaking of which, we need to go back to the gun. I like 8. 8 was my golden number. I was just trying to see if I could get it slightly faster. But you can also tell by the sound. But I might want to make it a little brighter, so you get more visual representation. Also, one of these billets, whenever the dude who looks like he's basically got 4 guns on the ship, I want to change his billet color to something else, so it's a bit more seeable due to the fact that it is meant to, here we go, see this blue guy here? Like, overwhelm you a little bit. Oh, here we go, look at this. And here's explosive. I probably, whoops, sorry, I killed myself. You probably, I think I might want to fix up the players' billets. While I did a bit of weight casting, so you get those power-ups coming around. I just realized I didn't play the sound when I picked it up. Oh, yeah, that's a different one. Oh, the shield's okay. I don't think it played the sound. Shield is clearly playing a lot of the sound. Then you got those ones that are a bit more like grenade launchers, which I've put a sound that is like grenade launcher basically. See those purple ones up there? Oh my god. And then you got those blue ones who will, hopefully, in theory, like give you, that shoot a lot of the billets at you. The fire ones do a lot more damage. And these yellow ones, well, they just do a lot more shooting at the time. That's weird. I mean, see, there's a lot more bugs to figure out in this system. It's kind of annoying. I think I'm getting to the point where I'm actually probably going to be good at this. So you can actually tell, in theory, how hard or how easy this game is. I did wanted to make it like one of those real fast ones where you don't have to spend a lot of time on it, but I think it's happening to be one where you don't. Like, you know, like one of those fast and hard ones. Here we go. But now it's just like mid-range. It's like you're gonna get a good play out of it, and then repeat it. Don't exactly know what's happening with the power-ups. I actually won't pick any up and see if the lightning one goes away. And you can, just by mistake, you can kind of tell by the sound of it that you're shooting faster too. I'll pick up these so you get the health. And then I also added a animation for when the shield is breaking. Nope, it's not coming down. Yeah, there's a lot of small problems coming out. And I like the idea of the asteroids, because when this guy, when I get him working, when he fires, you want to be behind one of those asteroids. I didn't want you to be like completely overwhelmed, but you don't really want to run into these too much. You want to be near them, yes, but not run into them. Due to the fact that, I don't know if that will be a permanent thing ever to be added, depends. There you go. See, I don't know how much of a fan I am lag on that, or am I just a bad shot is the next problem too. So I eventually need to get everything working in order and get a, oh, it stopped. A fresh point of view is what I need to do. you don't really. Oh, whoops! I just got. See, that guy just like went 50 bullets into me. But red, I don't think you can see that much color very much. Though for this other one here, I had a much more different shade of red, which tends to be more seeable. See, look at that shot when it works. You better fear that shot. Well, it's meant to be like a real powerful laser cannon that will like go through almost anything to get to you. You know, I want the asteroids to be shootable, but not like hard to kill or anything like that. Or maybe I was trying to get the birds to run a bit faster than what they are, but I don't know, maybe it could work. I have to I'm gonna get my sister in here, the head writer up on that dragon, to get in here and play it a little bit. And I will put her in the back as a more of a casual gamer, which I expect this game to somewhat be. It's only some weird. And then at the end it's gonna put up your timer. I haven't actually done that either. I like kill count, but I think that'd be too annoying to do. Seems it's only a little small game. That shield there won't be there in the final release or first release of the game. I actually need to stagnate that animation. I don't like them all doing at the same time. And I think by mistake, it is semi-random, because I don't think I have the same play every single time. Here we go. Oh, apparently we're either getting one or the other. Something's happening now. I think the shield might be half working. It's going through an animation loop, so if they shoot you during a certain time where the shield isn't actually actively working, then it will go through. Come on, shoot my shield. Here we go. Nope. It's just been killing me. There's your block. It kills any bullets within, not really enemies. At time that was just annoying to fix. So you can see, we haven't seen power-ups when we're meant to. Oh, here we go. Speaking of the devil. Might add more wage. Apparently my bow code works here, but not in Unknown Dragon, which is very nice. That's how I did the billets, like give them life induction. Although the targeting needs a target, which is their problem. And this one I can probably get, especially on this Emily Wed one here, I reckon we need to get away cast on him. Because he will be a deadly boy when that happens. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little look over on it. I'm gonna actually, no, Chris, I'm gonna do more on it. Make a little demo video on it when it's more over here, because I'm pretty sure it's day 16 of development. Like a 3 days I've been like trying to figure out how to do these power-ups. I think I need to make a universal pause, because if you haven't figured it out, game's playing. And then not. So I hope you enjoy that one. And we're gonna do more on it later. That's called What's Outside. And I'm gonna put that on Tits.io when it's finished. Soon we're gonna get back to Unknown Dragon, but for the next Devlog, which is next week, we do have plenty of other things to show off, like the inventory UI, which I forgot to do. I'll sort of tackle that the inventory coding in general when we get back to it. I do actually miss doing Unknown Dragon a little bit, which is kind of bad. I've done a little bit on it. Like, I fixed up the day and night cycle with Animation Player, which has really helped. I got the idea from when I was doing this one, which is kind of why I wanted to do this little mini game, was to do a bit of testing out on other things, and also just to figure out, see if it can help me approach certain things from a different angle too. It's like really smart thing to do. So I hope you enjoy. I'm Redcollarwolf. I'm now out. Thank you for watching. And if you ever do like try to make sure if you ever get in these little distracting projects from your main project or one you really want to make, little games like this, make sure you remember to actually commit to one at a time and then go back to the last one. It's probably my advice to it. Commit to it and finish it, and then go back to your big game and finish it. It's also a good show to see if you really like doing that game too, I believe. Oh, I think so. So I hope you enjoy. I'm now out. Thank you for watching.